Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Let's Vote on CC2LP1. Today we are on the new pack in our collection here. We are on Tumbling, which apparently is a pretty good pack from what I remember here. So let's start things off with Reckless. This seems to be the entire level. And I think this is basically it. You just do stuff like this. And now I'm realizing that maybe I was a little reckless in starting that off, but thankfully this is pretty lenient, it seems. Oh. Hang on. I probably need to be a little more careful about that. There we go. This is an interesting challenge. Yeah, I really like this. This is pretty cool. Of course, now I'm going to figure out how to get... Okay, there we go. Okay, how are we... Oh, here we go. Okay, that was pretty simple. Yeah, that's all we need to do. And then we just get the bonuses. That was a cool little puzzle there. I kind of wish, though, that there was a little more to it than that. But well, that was bound to happen at some point throughout this video. I wasn't expecting it to be that soon. But, hey. You never know what's going to happen in one of these, right? No! Okay, now I'm just being reckless. Oh, man. Alright, let's try to be a little smarter instead of just reckless. Okay, if I go here... See, getting stuck on that side is not ideal. There we go. You really want to get out of that rut if you can. There we go. Okay, how can I... Here we go. The right side can be both simultaneously amazing and a bit of a liability. And, I am going to exit with these bonuses if I can help it. See, I kind of wish there was a little more to the challenge here, like maybe have the yellow tank push a block around or do something, even if it's not that hard, not just go through a bunch of bombs. I'll give it a 3. I think it was decent. Alright, next up we have clutter management. You only need to pull the ice blocks unless you want a bonus. Okay. I will definitely keep that in mind. Oh, these are on green walls, so once you pull them out, then that's kind of it. I'm just going to pull out everything that I can. Now, this is going to be an interesting one over here, because these things... Oh, wait, I can just do that. Never mind. Okay, let's not repeat that again. Let's pretend that never happened. Yeah. Let's pretend that never happened, and we will never speak of that ever again. That would be the ideal scenario there. So let's do this. I'm going to go in here. I'm trying to get them out without, like, actually putting them into a weird position. Like, that's fine. This is fine. But, like, what we did over here, that was definitely not fine. Oh, man. Trying to be careful just to make sure. Oh, wait a minute. Can we get out? I didn't actually think about this. Oh, man. I should have pushed that brown block below. Oh, man. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that little trap there. Because the level does tempt you with all these flags, and I do want to solve the level with them. I think it's interesting to at least attempt it. So if I do this, then that helps alleviate that issue. And then I can just go over here to take care of everything this away. Does anyone say that anymore? Like, this away? Or, I don't know. I don't know how you would normally say that. Okay. So now I can just cross over down here. That's a really cool little bit there. I like that. I'm going to give that a 4, actually. That was a neat little introductory level. Another one of those cool levels that could go toward the beginning of the set. Not my favorite, but I do like what it did. I like the use of the green walls, too. That was a very clever use of those. Okay, pickpocket. Okay, it's pretty high time limit. Okay, this seems to be kind of expansive. But overall, it appears to be a maze. Okay, so so none of these bribes I can actually take. They're on walls, or at least it seems like they're on walls. So here's the question. I'm assuming I need to use this red key somewhere, right? I don't want to just get it stolen. Yeah, this looks like an item swapper with stuff there. I would just hate if these bribes ended up being, like, one of them ended up being like a real thing you could collect, because that would be annoying. Like, I really hope this level does not fall into that territory. So I could just circumnavigate that, or circumvent that thief. Okay, so this was actually the correct way, and we get a blue key. Okay, so it does appear to be an item swapper, and I can get a bribe. I'm assuming there's not an issue with getting that now. I mean, I would think not. Alright, I'm going to try to delay using the bribe for as long as humanly possible. So let's see, I'm having to adjust my brain to think in terms of not crossing blue keys instead of the red key signs. So that's our ultimate goal, to get over there. So that's where the bribe has to be used, right? Right? Although, wait a minute, no. Because there's a blue key sign here. What? How does that work? Okay, that's weird. I'm always afraid that these bribes are dangerous. Like, I don't know why. I feel like they're a hazard. Maybe it's just the color, because fire is usually kind of in that range of color. Okay, what are we supposed to do with this? Did we get the keys too early or something? Oh no, I can just cut through here. Okay, my bad. So now I get another bribe, and then we go around, and this time we have green keys as the no sign of the day. And now I got a Facebook notification, which I will look at later. Okay. I feel like we're running out of options here more quickly. Unless I'm missing something, which is definitely possible given what's happened so far. So this seemed to be correct. Okay, there's a key thief there. Where are we trying to get to, first of all? Because I don't think that key thief is the right way to go. Is this? No, that's where we came from. Man, this level is really awkward to look at. Is it up there? Is that where we need to go? I just don't want to go somewhere and then it be absolutely incorrect. So if I go up here, I can continue going straight up. Maybe that is correct. I think at this point I'm just going to have to take it on faith that, you know, just blindly run into it. Because I don't see anything else here. Unless, hang on. Is there a path through? No, there's not. And the bribe was out here, right? So I couldn't have just gone right back through the thing. I think it was. If that was incorrect, then we might have messed it up. But yeah, let's go through here. Alright, so now we're in this territory. Okay. I can't cross anywhere there. Oh, but here's where we need to go. Okay. Okay, so now we're on yellows as the walls here. So yeah, I was actually thinking of making a level like this for CC2. It seems like someone's beat me to it. The main reason I didn't was primarily just because this whole concept has been done so much. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 2. It was a neat idea, but two things kept it back for me. One of them was that it was very samey when compared to other levels. Another thing was that it was really kind of a little bit garish to look at. So that part of it's kind of for me, but I enjoyed it. It was decent. I just don't want to see it in the set. So let's move on to Waterfall. Oh yes, this level. I made a joke about this level in my Walls of CCLP4 Let's Play. I wanted to make a level out of the walls of this, but I never got around to it. But if this gets into the final set, then maybe that will be a little bit more relevant by the time that might happen. Did I just mess this up? I did. At least I think I did. Yeah, I don't see a way... Wait a minute. No. I can go this way. How do you... Oh, I see. You go down here. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, so now we slip in through all these guys. Neato. Okay, so that's just coming down. I've never played this before, by the way, despite my comments about the level in the Let's Play I did. I've never actually played this before. So is this like a sardine can situation? Is that what this is? I'm trying to see what we're even doing. It seems like we're trying to create nails over here. Right? And if that's the case, maybe it's not a sardine can. Let's just test it out. Oh. So I need something to hold that down. Huh. That's fascinating. So, ultimately I'm trying to get this out, but for what reason? I see a block here that has a horizontal... Oh, that's the block. Okay, that's what we're using. Okay, got it. Got it. Oh, so I need to actually prepare this first. Actually, no. I can get it on and off. That's totally fine. So, what's the objective now? What am I supposed to use these for, guys? I feel like I'm missing something really huge. Am I supposed to, like, reverse those force floors and then get in there, or something? Let's explore elsewhere and see if there's more going on. I didn't look around over here at all. Okay, so there's... No, I can't do anything with this. There's blocks here, but they're blocking as they should, because they're blocks. Yeah, I don't get this. So, when we use these, what's really happening here? Or am I supposed to just clog up the whole thing? Is that the point? I think that's the point. I'm supposed to just clog up the entire... Yeah. I'm supposed to put in like 6 blocks in here or something. Or 7 blocks, I should say. And I guess I could get started with that. I mean, it's not hurting anything just to put these here, right? Yeah. I don't see any harm in that. Whoa. I'm thankful for all these flamethrowers. And Oh, you've got to be kidding. Okay, good. I can go through here. I forgot that I blocked off... Oh, wait. Oh, I can't just do both of them at a time because, of course, the toggle states. I'm an idiot. Okay. I actually have to do them one at a time, it seems. Okay, that's a little frustrating, but we can manage, I suppose. Okay. Okay, so I think after they get past that, it's not so critical to actually push them through the teleport, so I can just do this for now. Right? Like, that's totally fine. So I just need 2 more. I kind of wish this section was a little shorter, but... Assuming I'm even doing this correctly at all, maybe this is unnecessary and I'm just being an idiot. So far I'm enjoying this. This is pretty cool. Okay, so if I could do this... Oh, and I got an extra one. Hopefully that's not a problem. Alright, let's just go in here. Okay, so this is a really simple block and roll style Sokoban section. Well, now what? This is a problem. Oh, I was supposed to use the arrow block as the... Oh, wow. No wonder it felt so long. I'm supposed to use that as the stopping point, not... Yeah. Never mind. Let's start this over. I like the way this section here works. This is pretty cool. So we do this. Okay, let's just get 2 more. And that should be good. I think we'll call that good. So we do this, right? Push you down. Get another one. Okay, so if I do that, right? That should work? Yes. Okay, good. Nice key in the water like that. That's pretty neat. Okay, now we can go over here. Good. Okay, so what does this do? So this is about to shut everything down. Okay, that makes me a little worried. I mean, maybe that's the point? Oh, wait. Now that's the... What? Am I supposed to, like, get these off over here and then... Wait a second. Okay, this is really fascinating. I get the impression I'm supposed to, like, keep some blocks over here. Or maybe a block over here. That would actually make a little more sense, or wouldn't it? Now, my issue with this is... Okay, I can do that. Good. Okay, so let's do this, and then we're going to go move around. Oh, I forgot that would destroy it. Whoops. Let's not do that again. I was trying to be optimal, guys. I was trying to be optimal. You know how it is. Alright, so this allows us to go in here. Yay! Alright, so that's really good. So, what are we doing here exactly? I'm assuming I need to, like, turn this around. Oh wait, that's not going to do anything. Okay, I feel like we just made a mistake. Because I couldn't have really gone through here as is. But now I can't actually get out of that. So what gives with that section? Oh, now I can't even go back through there. So we're effectively stuck now. Huh. I am really curious to know how this works. Because it's pointed left, so how would you even... Yeah, that I don't understand. Can I push it down? No, I can't push it down there. Okay, that's really strange. Okay, this whole thing, I believe the way we're doing this is correct. I see no reason to question that yet. But the rest of it, after the big jump over here, that I'm a little less certain about. And I'm a little concerned. Okay. Get there. Okay. I'm still wondering if I need to use these ice blocks in some meaningful way, but I see no reason to think that yet. Okay, so all this is affecting is that. I can't take that arrow block out, at least as far as I know. Okay, this block. What is going on with you? And first of all, is it wise to go back this way? Ah, I can do this. There we go. That's what you have to do. That's a little mean, not gonna lie, but I like it. I don't mind that so much. Okay, so now we're in here. Okay, this makes me a little nervous because there's yellow tanks that are controlling this, but I'm not sure if we're supposed to actually do anything with this. There's also a matter of... I'm assuming we don't need to use the tanks anymore, though, right? Right? Because there's, like, nothing more that these are doing other than the ice block cloning. The way that works is so cool, I have to say. Okay, this looks interesting. What are we trying to accomplish with this? This reminds me a little bit of work those leg muscles from Jetpack. Alright, so it seems like we just need to get through all the little stages of this thing. It's kind of like a Towers of Hanoi kind of thing. Okay, so where does this go? Huh. So that's what's controlling this. Okay, I'm assuming we were supposed to do that? Is that pretty fair? I don't know what we can do with these blocks. Like that, I don't think we can actually do anything with them. Oh. Were we supposed to guide the yellow tank up there? Something seems really fishy about this, and I'm not sure what, but I am a little nervous. I feel like we've seen a lot of the level already now, and there isn't a whole lot more left, is there? Oh, this can go to the bomb, right? So that was the whole point of even going to the... That's right. For whatever reason, I didn't even think about you destroying the bomb, and... Ooh boy, this looks a little hairy, but... Okay, that's not so bad. I just have to be very mindful of what I'm doing here. Oh boy, that was close. Okay, so now I can get out of here. And now I can go through here. Okay. So it seems like the objective of this is to extract the middle block to use over there. Okay, that's easy enough. We can just do that. More turtles. Okay, that's connected to another teleport, so I feel pretty confident about going down here without any... Okay, good. Oh, cool. This kind of reminds me of a level I made called Falling. It was back in the CC2LP1 era, and you had to like go through this teleport string over and over again. There's a partial post I see up there, so I'm assuming that's what we're declogging with the hook here. Okay, so that was it. that was really fun. I'm going to give that a 5. That was really cool. I liked the concept. Had some cool stuff going on. The ghost dodging toward the end, that might be a little iffy for some people, but personally I thought it was reasonable. So that's why I'm still sticking with my rating of 5. Overall, it was a fun little level, and I love the theming around streams of things. I thought the title was very appropriate. So, yeah, we're just going to stick with 5 and move on to the next level. The Road Not Taken. Whether you take the road less traveled by or not, give 5 shifts after each divergence. I remember this one. This was from Other 100 Tiles, wasn't it? Except now it's got this green floor. Not sure how I feel about that. Green floor is, I don't know, it feels a little ugly to me, but that's just me. Alright, I'm going to take the monster dodging route here. Okay, this one is a little tricky, but doable. Okay, I like the fact that there wasn't like any traps with that. That was nice. I appreciate that. That was well done. Wait, how are we supposed to get past this? I thought none of these involved blue walls. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, I can just do that safely. Why did I think that was impassable? I don't know. Alright, so now we can go up here, go to the centipede zone, or paramecia zone. I keep calling them centipedes because that's what the game calls them. I want to keep it consistent, though, and say paramecia. No! I panicked. I forgot that went that way. Okay, let's take the safe route this time. At least we can see both routes. So yeah, this is an interesting concept. It's definitely one of those levels that is trying to do something different with existing game concepts. In this case, it's blue walls and forks in the road and whatnot. And I appreciate that it does that. I wouldn't say that it's quite as revolutionary, or maybe not revolutionary, but at the very least it does anything that's against the grain as much as something like Air Bubble, for example. Like Air Bubble is a level that tries to combine 2 entire genres into one level, in that case a maze and a speed level. And I thought that was pretty neat. This level is mostly a maze, but it has dodging, and it kind of separates the two. So you get a choice in each section, which is pretty neat. I kind of wish there was a little more to it than that. I also don't think the level particularly benefits more from being in CC2 over CC1. But I like what it's doing. It's pretty neat. I'll probably give it a 3. I think it's pretty well designed. I just kind of wish there was a little more going on. Alright, what about here? This is the road less traveled here. I also like the fact that it seemed like the level was inspired by the title in a lot of ways. Yeah, I totally missed it. There was stuff over here. Wow, you actually have to go out of your way for these. That's cool, though. I appreciate that. Now, is there a way into the exit? Ah, there's not. That would have been neat if there were. You could also say that this is kind of a speed level because the time limit is a little bit tight, but not as much as Air Bubble. So I'm going to give that a 3. Alright, we're 5 levels in. 20 more to go for this video. Moving on to the wards. Okay, so I need to go here. Okay. That seems reasonable. Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to do that, right? Huh. What do we do here? I can't go down there because of the teeth. Now, is there anything up there? No, there's not. Okay, I'm assuming I need to do this so that the teeth gets out of here. And is it just a matter of putting the flippers on the water? Yep, it is. That's cool. I like that. And we have yellow keys down there. Okay, so I need to get rid of my flippers in order to even go there. That's where the yellow keys are. Okay, so this block has to go there. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I do have 5 other blocks, so yeah, this is really simple. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Thieves and Teleports. It's got this a very similar sort of thing going here. I keep thinking I can't push the blocks on the no sign, but that's not true. Alright, so now I've got my 2 yellows, which means I can open these up, and in turn get this, and... oh. I was not supposed to use the fireball on that right away, was I? I'm guessing what I was supposed to do was go down over here, use this, and then spin around, push this in as that's being released, and then that would blow. Alright, we'll start over. Let's do this in a slightly more reasonable order. We'll go there first. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but still. At least there's no reversals happening with the fireballs here. Well, okay, maybe there is now. Okay, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. We got through here. This is a remarkably easy level for the way it looked at first, so that's kind of neat. So, my parents teased me the other day. Not like teased intentionally, but they said something that perked my ears up, and I got really excited when they said this. And then we couldn't find this thing that they were saying. But the long and short of it is that they said, "Ooh, we found like a floppy disk that said Chip's Challenge on it." And I was going, "Ooh, that's curious. You know, I wonder if it has old levels I made as a kid." Because I lost all those levels. Some of you who've followed me on CC Zone and some of the chat groups and whatnot know that I made some levels back when I was a kid, and I made a post about them on CC Zone. That's getting a 2, by the way. But they were lost to history, pretty much. And I was kind of like, huh, you know, it'd be cool if we found them one day. And I thought they did, but then they were reading off the discs, and it turns out that wasn't one of them. So maybe they'll find it one day. I don't know. I'm guessing that they're laying around somewhere. So maybe there's hope. I don't know, but I'm crossing my fingers. Anyway, control. Let's see what we got here. We got multiple characters, and oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. Wow, okay. I am... yeah. Yeah, the amount of distance you have to gauge with this is fascinating. Okay, so now you're up here. No! You can't get too far ahead, or else you're pretty much screwing yourself here. Oh my goodness, this thing at the end. Oh no, that's going to be bad. Although if you get the teeth to the top here, and then get the other character to the bottom... well, but then you'd have to make sure it's in line and everything, and oh boy. Okay, I wonder what would happen if we kept the characters mostly in line. Okay, maybe this is not such a great idea. Yeah, okay, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, yeah, for 5. Yeah, this is really fiddly, but I like it. It's just coming up with a strategy that works. I kind of wish that there was more in the way of like rest points that didn't penalize you. Because you could theoretically align the teeth with any of the given chips. The problem though is that when you do that, you're effectively going to ruin the orientation when you switch to the other chip, who's in a different position. But at the same time, you can't actually keep the chips perfectly aligned, so how do you solve it, right? I like this, though. Okay, so now I can go over here and do this. No! Oh, man. This reminds me of, like, playing a game of Labyrinth. You know that... You remember those toys? They're called, like, Labyrinth, and it had nothing to do with the movie with David Bowie or anything. It was, like, this thing where you had to roll a marble around, but you had to control a bunch of knobs in order to tilt the game board everywhere, and... Okay. So if I keep you here, what's going to happen... Yeah, that was what I was worried about. Oh, man, this is a thing. This level is a thing. I love this idea, though. I really do. It's so simple, and yet it's such a challenge. And I like the fact that the designer did not go overboard by, like, having 4 different chips you had to switch between, or, I don't know, something dumb like that that would have just made it outright horrible. I feel like maybe there's better ways that you could take your time with this as well, and I'm not taking advantage of that. I'm not sure how you would do it, though, but I'm sure there's a way. Yeah, the walls, I kind of almost wish that these were thin walls instead. Because the difference in... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was too far. You really do have to, like, switch back and forth between the two characters instead of letting one get too far ahead. That's what I'm noticing with this. But the problem is that if you do that, depending on where the teeth is, that could easily be a problem. So you really have to read the map really carefully here. Like, there is fine, because going down wasn't a problem. But here... Okay. So you'd think that this would be fine, but then you switch, and oh, there we go. Okay, we actually might have a chance at this now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so right now... Oh boy. No! I don't know. Wait, no, I had to get him down. That was the mistake. I misread it on there. Oh, man, I had to get him down. No! Ah, I keep misjudging, like, where the cutoff point is for the teeth. Ah! Going right or up. And I know that that's like for most experienced players of the game, like that should be an elementary challenge, but it's when you're in the heat of the moment here. Okay, that's better. Good. Yeah, I think doing something like this helps a little bit. Like getting through each section is good. Okay, so now I've offset you over here. Okay, good. We made it up. Alright, so now... No! I hate that section. I really hate that section. And here's the problem. I think I actually have to get it down first, because it's impossible for this to go right here, because this tile is in line with that. If this was backed up or like one column, I think it'd be fine. But as is, you have to go this way. Like, you seriously have to, because if you try overcoming this, at this point, you're not going to make it. So that's an unfortunate restriction. But still, I am liking this. I'm not complaining too much here. And actually, if you do it like I'm doing now, it's not so bad. You just have to, like, be careful of that. That's the problem here, is that little challenge of getting the teeth in line when you need it to. But this is kind of the sort of level I was hoping for when I was playing that Yellow Brick Road thing last time. Like something like this, but less fiddly. And you could make the argument that this is fiddly, but personally I would rather have this over that. Not to mention it uses multiple characters, which is pretty cool. Okay, there we go. Okay, this part is a little tricky, but once you get it, it's not so bad. Okay, there we go. The fact that there's these little landings like this really helps a lot. Yes, okay, I was really worried I wasn't going to make that. Okay, so if I can just cross over here. Yay, I made it. Okay, so I got that one. So now all I have to do is just get this one over, right? Yeah. That was cool. I liked that level. I'm going to give that a 5, honestly. Some may think that's a little too high, but you know what? I liked what the level did. I feel like it was fair. It gave you a lot of different options for tackling each area. You could kind of be reckless like I was, or you could be a little bit more measured. I didn't think it was overly punishing. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 5. Alright, all that yellow. Okay, well, we're chips, so getting yellow keys. Okay, there's bonuses. I don't know if we need to be getting them, because I see that this is going to be a monster guiding thing. Alright, so what do we do here? Let's run through all the combinations. If you go up top, you're in a loop. Okay, so that's not good. What if you go through here? You're going to bounce back. That's going to be gone, and then, well, you're going to be in that kind of loop. Alright, so none of those are good options. So we have to get rid of that. So what about here? Let's keep going down the decision tree. So that can then... Ooh, we have a lot of options here. Okay, that's just going to lead back to this. Okay, so that's not good. So let's back up the tree here. So if you go through here... Oh, not good either. Alright, so what if we go into this row? Okay, now this is interesting. I could go... Oh no, that's what led over there to begin with, wasn't it? So let's say we go up this way. Then we go here. Ah, here we go. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Vulcan. Alright, so if we open that up, that's just going to lead back up there, so that's not good. But if we open this up, we have some options here. I can go up here. Wait, isn't that the same thing? Wait, this one... Wait, I'm mixed up now. Oh, that's the exact same row that this is dumping us on, so that's not exactly great. What about going up this way? That's just going to lead there. So it seems like we need to find something that bounces off of this, which probably means this, so... Wait a minute. No, hang on. How did we get there to begin with? I know we found somewhere. It was like here, wasn't it? Did it involve going through here? I'm trying to remember how we got to that spot. Okay, what if you go this way? Hit that. Okay, you're just going to end up there again. I feel like we're retracing our steps from earlier a little too heavily here. All this yellow is kind of a little hard to read things, especially with this tile set. Yeah, see, that's not going to really help anything. And we've already ruled out going this way, so I'm pretty sure we're on the right track, right? Oh, wait, did I say get that flag and then that's what yeah, it is. Okay. So that's immediately an issue because we need that flag in order to even turn off here. Yeah, so that whole deal is kind of not great with this set of conditions. But going to the bottom row does present some opportunities because I could reverse down here. Oh, but then that just leads to a dead end. So never mind. Okay, so we don't want to do that. And going up here is just going to be a giant wormhole of death, so, or getting stuck, which will eventually mean death. Yeah, not sure I'm seeing it, guys. Did I do a dumb here? Did I do a dumb? Apparently I can open this up. That's interesting. I'm going to start over. I hope I didn't get bonuses I wasn't supposed to, especially since I was assuming I had to go this way, but... Whoa. My glasses, I was trying to adjust them and then they just flew right off. So yeah, we've ruled out that you have to use that, so that's required. Okay, so at this point, this is an interesting decision point. Because this is where we could potentially go up here. Which could either mean going all the way up here and landing into this zone. And that brings its own set of challenges here. So wait a minute, does this just go... Yeah, that just goes straight up. What about this? I don't... Yeah, we've looked at that. Yeah, I don't get it. I must be really missing something if I'm not seeing this. Going to the bottom just leads straight up. It would be different if you could drop something, like a boot or something, but you can't. Which is kind of the issue. That also leads straight up. So really, the only thing you could do here is this. So it's almost like I have to get onto this left edge without getting this. But how do you get to the left edge that way is the question. Because that would be fine if I could do that. Like, that would be amazing. But at the moment, I'm not seeing a way that you can make that work. There's this whole deal with this row, but opening that door is just going to get us stuck there, so that's not going to work. And then here's the black hole of the upper area, so that's not going to work. This door down here is just going to lead there, so that's not going to work. So the level's almost forcing me to go here and collect that. Unless I'm supposed to actually use these walls right here. Am I supposed to do that? I must be overlooking something here. I don't know what, though. Yeah, because that's a dead end in and of itself, so that's not going to work. Going down here... doesn't do any good either. Does it? I mean, yeah, it just leads right back. So I must be like really missing stuff here, guys. I feel like this shouldn't be this difficult, right? I mean, there's only so many decisions you can make. There's only so many doors you can open. So what gives? I can't do anything with you. I'm sorry I'm just running around. I'm sure you guys are getting dizzy now, but I'm so torn on how to solve this. This is honestly bewildering me a lot more than I was expecting. Okay, let me just run through this part again. So this deflects there, which goes down here. And I can either open that and keep it at a dead end or go up here. Okay, why is there a door there? That's interesting. Why is there a door there? Going this way and going the other way is just the exact same thing, right? There's no discernible difference regarding what that accomplishes, so that's not even an option. So yeah, I don't see what that does. So I almost have to get that flag, right? There's no way to get through that without getting the flag. So this presents the most options right here. This whole segment. Interestingly enough, I can create a loop like that with that method. That's just going to be another dead end. This is just going to go up. So that whole string just doesn't seem to lead to anything. This is just going to go straight up, so that's not going to do any good. Going to the left just goes over here. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's just going to go loop back around. Right? Because in order to even get in here, I had to have gotten the flag to begin with. So going here doesn't really do anything, per se. Unless I'm really just missing something. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is bizarre. I was about to run out of time, so Oh, the keys themselves. I didn't even realize that. I assumed you had to get all of them, but maybe not. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let's run through the decision tree again. First of all, let's start with this one down here at the bottom because this feels like the most straightforward one. Okay, that doesn't lead anywhere. But this stuff here, this is what I'm finding interesting. You could theoretically, yep, okay, I bet that's it. And then that remaining one you use on the thing. Okay. So we go here, come back around, and then you open these two. Wow, that's pretty clever, and it goes against like everything that I've been conditioned myself to think about this, because normally I would think about this in terms of the glider going through a key, because I'm so used to playing an MSCC. That's really clever. I like that. Now, do I like it enough to get into the set? I don't know. I'm going to give it a 2. Neat idea, but I feel like standalone, it just didn't exactly do much for me. But I like the way it worked, though. Alright, next up we have rainbow puzzles. That sounds like fun. And right away I can get bonuses, so yay for that. That's pretty fun. Okay, so this seems to be just go over here and avoid the monsters. Just sidestep off of all the force floors. Alright, so that was really easy. The other Melinda one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I take it pushing these is gonna get them out to the force floor. Oh no, there's no force floors there. My bad. Let's do that one first. Okay, so I just need to get them and then run, is what I'm hearing here. Is that pretty accurate? Yeah. I forgot that was going to happen. I also forgot in previous attempts that there was chips there. Okay. Yeah, I was a little too fast with that. Okay. That's not actually hard. I was being silly with that one. Okay, so now let's switch over. Oh, actually, no, let's do this next. Thankfully, this part's really easy. I don't know if I'd really call these puzzles, per se. They're kind of just more grab chips and leave. Alright, so what is this all about? Is this just going through green teleports? Because if that's the case, that's definitely not a puzzle. Okay, so that's just the same old song and dance. Okay. Now that middle one, how do we get to that middle one? This way. Alright, that was not as bad as I was thinking it would be. Okay, I see those are flamethrowers, so I take it the objective is get all the blocks into those spots, right? Okay, this is really easy. This is probably the closest thing in the level to an actual puzzle. Okay. I'm going to give that a 2. There really wasn't a whole lot going on there. Alright, Melinda Test 01. Ooh, I've been waiting to do this one. We did the second one of these. It looks like this is going to be mostly an untangling kind of puzzle. So let's get going with it. Oh, whoops. Forgot I was Melinda. Even though that's clearly stated in the name of the level. Okay, I take it we just do that. Okay, so the thing I gotta be careful with on this is I don't want to push the blocks too far down. Although in that case, I kinda need to, I think. Okay, so because these are one directional, it's nice in terms of being able to just get them out of the way. Okay, I need to be really careful about that one. I probably shouldn't have pulled that one on the right all the way down either. What an interesting concept, though. I really like this. Okay, that definitely sealed my fate. So, what's fascinating about this is that not only are you using this hook, but you're also having to create all this space to get everything out to begin with. So, like, that's fine. But I'm guessing there's certain things here that you don't want to do. One of which is to get some of the blocks pushed all the way, or hooked all the way. Okay, so let's do that. That seems to be a pretty safe bet as far as that goes. I think pushing this all the way to the right's fine too, as well as this. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, I think I see what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to get these out of the way first. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the correct way to do it. Because now I can push this down and then grab you. And then this now enables me to get over here and then do that. That is a really cool level. I'm giving that a 5. Yeah, I'm giving it a 5, guys. That was really neat. I liked it a lot better than Melinda Test 2. It's a really neat use of hooks and directional blocks, which is really neat, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, really solid level. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Okay, Snail Simulator 2019. If you don't wait at least a frame between moves, the wall to the left will close. Okay, so every time we're moving, something's happening. So let me test this. Yeah. There is some logic madness going on here. Okay, now that's an interesting... Whoa, I guess I didn't wait a frame. Okay, so this is going to be interesting, because every ounce of my instinct is telling me, run through that blob! Yeah. I'm going to have to really adjust my thinking here. This is really fascinating. I am very curious to know what inspired this. I'm not sure what to think of the idea yet. It feels like something that should be annoying, but weirdly enough, it's kind of endearing. Also, it was probably a mistake to come down all this way. Oh, right, I can go through here now. Did I just... Yeah, I did. I closed the wall. Okay, well, at least I know where to go next. I have to be really careful with that fireball section. That's a little tough, but... Yeah, getting through the monsters in the amount of time you need to is a little harder than it looks. Okay, so all I need to do is just wait here. Right? That should be fine. What a fascinating idea. Okay, what's going on here? This looks a little intimidating. Oh, hi. Was I supposed to do that? I'm not even sure now. What are we doing anyway? Ah, there we go. I feel like that was wrong. Okay, so what's going on here? This I need to see. Can I drop boots? I'm not sure I want to, though. Yeah. I think that's a protective measure to ensure that you don't break the level, basically. Because if I overrode one of these things, I think that would actually break the level. So it seems like the main challenge here is just getting the yellow teleports out of the way, which is fascinating. I'm still not sure how to handle that. That's interesting. Okay, we're still safe. So I noticed that there is a blue door by the exits. I don't know if that has anything to do with going outside to that, what I'm assuming is the room controlling it all. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and do this first. Now, what I'm curious to know about is the level insinuating that sliding on things is bad? Because theoretically, I could just go through all of this without sliding on anything. Yeah, I could use all the turtles to do that. And yeah, I could theoretically just go up there and slide to get that, but I'm wondering if that somehow breaks the mechanism in some way. I'd be really curious to know how this really works. Also, maybe there should have been something in the hint saying that if you slide, you're cooking the level. Because I could go across there as well, but then that apparently is bad as... Okay. That may have been a little too soon. So if I go through the maze right now, I could... No. Hang on, how are we going to do this? Problem I'm seeing with this is that there are 2 points. Oh, man. Do teleports not affect the overall health of the puzzle? Apparently not, which is interesting. Problem is, every single exit out of this is somehow used up. Now, I could theoretically do this. I could go through here. And I think we did this last time, actually. Get that. And then I could go back. Oh, but now... Well, no, I could just use that teleport to get back, right? No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. There we go. And apparently we have seriously ruined the level. Alright, I'm going to watch the solution at this point. Not because I don't like the level. In fact, I really enjoy it. It's more that I just don't want to mess it up again at this stage, so... Let's bring it up. It's under Tumbling. Snail Simulator. Okay. I'm curious to know if this also shows how to get to the bonus. All I can say is, this would be a monumental pain to optimize. Like, I would hate to optimize this, man. This would be unbelievably annoying to optimize. So I take it if I went through that ice strip there, that would count as a game-ending move, based on what the level seems to be suggesting. I'm kind of thankful all the monster interactive stuff happens at the start. That's appreciated. Oh, man. Okay, so you went there and open those. So the solution here is simply just to go and get the... Oh! You do that so you don't have to slide. Oh, okay, so we did do it incorrectly, didn't we? And then once you get through, you just go at full blast. Okay, so how would you even get through that to that bomb, I wonder? Huh. How do you do that? Is there a way you could, like, save one fireball from the the block and then maybe use the yellow teleports on it? I'm assuming that's what you'd have to do. Well, no, you couldn't save the fireball because you have to go all the way around at snail speed. Is there a blob you could use? Because this blob and that blob are encased in yellow teleports. Not friendly yellow teleport things. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious to know how that would even work. That was pretty interesting. My only complaint about that, aside from the optimization stuff, which really shouldn't factor into a score, but my only complaint about it is I kind of wish the sliding part was clearly stated. Because moves kind of implies my pressing a key, not necessarily Chip moving across a square. Maybe that's what it was meant to be, but it's fine, you know. I'll give it a 4. I think it's a decent concept. Alright, let's dance. Okay, those things are going to be moving around kind of erratically. Okay, let's send you down there as far as I can. Whoa. That's a little dangerous. Alright, let's just let them go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this kind of thing. Sorry, I took a swig of water and then it got dumped all over my phone screen, which is not really a great thing. Oh, jeez, that looks really painful. Am I supposed to, like, block you guys up or something? Like, what's the deal here? This is a little strange. Is that correct? I feel like we did something wrong. But yet, I feel like this is sort of a lean thinking kind of scenario where we have to, like, get all these guys to go down more and more. I don't know. It seems like that's what it is, but I could be wrong. At the very least, I need to completely immobilize them. Okay, so far so good. Not really a fan of this so far, I will say that. But it looks like we're about to hit, yeah, good. We're about to hit a point where... Oh, whoa! I didn't realize I was exposing that. Okay, let's keep it encased there. There we go. Okay, now I got access to one button, just in case I need it. And that one. Okay, yeah, and I do need it, don't I? Okay, so it seems like... Am I supposed to, like, get those first and then go... No. I think I can safely do this. I can get you guys, then shove you all into the... Really? Alright, I will say I'm not particularly fond of this. This is a little annoying, if anything. Like, this section here, like, really? That feels like very lucky timing. Like, that's not particularly fun. Alright. Let's just wait for the inevitable here. There we are. Now, theoretically, I could just go in there and get this done, but I do not want to risk that. I'm just going to do our strategy that we had earlier, because I feel like this worked pretty well. In fact, I wonder if it might be worth it. No, I don't want to do it like that. I was thinking of like, maybe pushing them down only the columns, but I need the access to the buttons themselves. So that's probably not the best idea. I like the idea of just pushing them down in general. I think that works. Ooh, doo 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 doo. So how are you guys doing today? I've been doing well. The other day, on Saturday, I had my first date in a while. I haven't actually talked about dating life, but I was kind of ready to abandon the whole thing again, just because I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere in that world, and I was getting a little disillusioned with all of it. But this particular date with this particular woman went really well, and I'm feeling, for once, kind of hopeful about, the possibilities that could, lie ahead with her. So I am really hoping? I'm really hoping something will happen. I was trying to say hope and happen, I think, and that's how that turned out. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen next, but it's a good start. It's definitely a good start. Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to have happen. Okay, so let's have you all go to the right. I'm still not getting, like, used to the way that movement feels like. Alright, so... Oh, that totally works. I can just go cut through now. Okay. I mean, I will take that for sure. Now where do we go? Oh, hi. I see mimics out there, so I'm not going to dilly-dally around. That's getting a 1. I'm sorry to whoever designed that, but that is getting a 1. Triple threats. I see these are numbered, so... I guess... Do they have to be done in this order, or can we do them in any order? Let's see what happens here if we do them in this order. So this... I did not mean to go that way. Hopefully that was not a bad decision. I get flippers, that's interesting. Get a red key. I can get suction boots. That actually seems to be the wise choice here, given that we can just get to everything else without any problem. Yeah. So, we just do this. Except now I can't get into the fire boots. So maybe that wasn't such a great idea. Well, let's take a look at this again. I'm really curious to know how you solve it. Alright, so I have to do this. There is no other way to get past that. Opening that blue door would be a problem, pretty sure. Because there's nothing more to be done there. So let's open this one. I can get flippers, no problem there. I can get a red key. Okay, now what red door should I open? It seems like the obvious answer is not necessarily the correct one. So the issue I'm seeing here is that I would need to have a yellow key in order to get here for the fire boots, right? Or a yellow key there, neither of which is really available. Huh. Do I need to be Melinda to do this, I wonder? I'm wondering if the order of the stuff really is important. This is the only yellow key I'm getting here, which is not particularly helpful, is it? Yeah, I'm not seeing how this would work, or help, or anything. I can go here and get the stuff there. That's great. But all that does is allow for this to happen. And that's kind of it. Nothing more. I can use that key there, but then... yeah. So maybe I'm just supposed to do this first after all. Okay, is that a... yeah, that is. That is a one-way street. And so is that, apparently. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Let's apparently do this first. I'm just trying to see if there's a better way to handle this, but if there is, I am not seeing what that way is. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not going to work. For some reason I thought I could push this over there. Okay, this is definitely a lot harder than I was thinking it would be. I guess the threat part of the title is really coming into play here, isn't it? But yeah, I am not seeing how you can exactly solve this, per se. Unless I push this in, that allows me to get out. And then I could do this. But now the problem is I don't really have a way up and out to get through. So that's not going to work. Somehow there's a way to do this that uses all the available blocks, isn't there? Because this one I don't think you can use, because I have to push this down. So really it's just this one, this one, this one. Actually no, this one, this one, this one, and this one, right? I think? Is that correct? Huh. I am not seeing this, apparently. Are there boots I can get somewhere else here? Okay, there's stuff going on there, but I don't think there's boots. Wow, this is blowing my mind, man. I would love to push this block to my left, but I don't see how you can make it with this block that I just pushed up. That's the issue. And until that issue is resolved, I don't see how this is even possible. Yeah, I can't make it back there in time. Yeah, how do you solve this, guys? I am not seeing it. Let me go in here and see what's in store in this section here. Alright, so what are we doing with this? I can only go left or up with this yellow tank. What's the deal with this guy? Well, that's a little annoying. I can't get through that. This is bizarre. I don't know what to... Wait, I can slip through here. Hang on. I can do that. So that's doable. I can get through. I did not mean to press that, but... Okay. Oh, why did I do that? Come on, JB, get a hold of yourself. I hope there's a way out still. I see a... Oh, man, I keep messing up. I know that was there. But still... So, wait. My memory is already failing me. Did we get a chip there? I feel like we did. Yeah, we did. Okay. So this is the only room we've solved so far. Well, or have we? There's still... Oh no, we escaped through that. Okay. So that's room number 3. We still have yet to solve these other 2 rooms. So, yeah, I still don't understand what's up with this. This is really strange. Yeah, unless there's some secret way to change into Melinda that I'm just not seeing. This puzzle, I don't understand how this works. Because I have to do this. That's blocked off. I can't even open this and expect to get through, so that's out of the question. So I have to open this, right? And then I go up here, and yeah, Is there somewhere else in the level where water or suction boots are usable? Because if there is, I'm not seeing it. I don't think there's any water there. There's ice over here, but that's about it. Yeah, this section, man, this section. This is definitely a problem. Unless I use the boots here to keep these blocks in check. Maybe that's the solution? Is that the solution? Okay, that feels really strange, but... oh, man. Okay. So is there anything in this room over here that would help? No? Huh. So that still doesn't answer any of our questions about this whole section here. How to get to the fire boots. Or do anything with that, really. Am I just blind? Like, what is it that I'm missing? Wow. I do not know. I seriously do not know. How are we supposed to get up there? I need the toggle doors closed. I don't see a way unless there is one and I'm just not seeing it. I don't think there's a way for monsters to come in here to do our bidding, so that's out of the question. Curious to know where... I'm assuming you get a hook somewhere on the outskirts of the level, but how you get those bonuses is what I'm wondering about. Yeah, I have to go there. There's no other option. There's literally nothing else. Can do that. Can do that. Yeah. Can I turn 2 keys of one color into 1 key of another color? What am I missing, everybody? I don't see it. I seriously don't see whatever this is I'm missing on this. Okay, I saw an ice block here. Can we push that? No, that's all the way over there. It's probably something you can... That's probably where that hook is, to be honest. Can you get the... No, you can't get the yellow tank out of there. Yeah, this I don't understand. I don't understand how you're supposed to get stuff in here unless... Wait a minute. Wait. the paramecium. Well, no, that couldn't work because there's this whole slime space to worry about. I couldn't direct Paramecia here even if I wanted to. Right? Right. So that's not it. I was like, what if you could get the Paramecia up here, and then you could, like, do stuff and get the button pressed over and over again, and, like, no, that can't be it. That's not the solution. Oh, man, I don't see it, guys. I do not see it. I can't cross over that way with it either. This is driving me mad. Like, I cannot see what the solution here is. And it feels like this should be simple. Like, what is it I'm missing? Okay, I gotta watch the solution. I'm getting a little... I feel like I'm getting a little batty with that level. Okay, so he's going up here first. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, so far this is what we were expecting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. What? So it does involve sending something over. Okay, this part at least we figured that out. How would you do this? I'm really curious to know how this would even work. I do love the way the boots are important here. That's actually kind of clever. Oh. Wow, that definitely involves some lateral thinking. I didn't even think about taking a block out of that room. Okay, now the whole paramecium thing makes a little more sense. Wow, what an interesting level. This definitely feels like something I would do. It's like requiring the player to do something ridiculous like that. Yeah. Wow, that is seriously interesting. Man, that is seriously amazing as an idea, and well executed, too. What are we missing now? We got the chip here, didn't we? Okay. So that stopped the paramecia, but... Oh, right, we still have to use this. I forgot about that part. Man, what a well-crafted level. I am seriously impressed. Oh, you're just going to go with the exit and not get the bonuses. Aww. Okay, that's getting a 5. Some people may think that that's really mean, but I love the way... It's the sort of level I would make. I just wasn't expecting it. Like, the level just looks so simple, and yet it's not. I will say that the paramecium on the whole thing on the right can be a little iffy, and it feels a little strict, but it's really not that big of a deal. That's mainly me overreacting, probably. All right, nitroglycerin below 57 Fahrenheit. Get a chip under every block. Slides without visible ends are always safe. Okay, I see ice and bombs and blocks. Is this a reference to nitroglycerin, the CC1 level? Or CCLP1 level? Also, I think these are the walls of Assassin, because I recently used these in my own set. Yeah, let's go here first. The nice thing about knowing the wall layout is you can kind of predict where certain things are going to happen, which is nice. Now, the real question here is... Oh, wait, here it is. You can go this way. I like the way this is laid out. Like, this is a very clever maze. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of chips here. 30 more. Thankful that the time limit is pretty high. That's a relief. I tell you, we go through that. This kind of reminds me a little bit, if you guys have seen the LP I did of Josh L7, this honestly reminds me a lot of the ice stuff in Cold Hard Chip. Except this is a lot more intricate, I think, than that was. But yeah, this layout and the way it works and just everything here remind me a lot of that level. It's a pretty cool conceit for an ice maze, too. A lot of ice mazes involve like long drawn out paths or just something like that that's very it feels like there's a loss of control, like you're kind of surrendering some degree of control to the game whenever you're playing them. Maybe that sounds a little weird, but that's what I feel like whenever I play ice mazes. So to have an ice maze where you kind of have to plot things out and then figure out a route and work the other way around, that's pretty cool. I like the way that functions. Now I just need to figure out what's going on with this middle area. The other thing, too, is that I feel like a lot of these blocks are, like, set to go to certain places. And that kind of helps remove some of the ambiguity that would normally accompany something like this. Oh, there's a chip there we missed. Okay, so I get it from down here, huh? Oh, here we go. Another thing that makes this really fun to parse is that you don't really have to worry about ice corners in this level. So I like that, because that makes it a little easier to work with. And the fact that you're using the blocks to effectively open up new paths is also neat as well, because it doesn't make the level a stagnant set of ins and like in points and out points. The in points and out points change throughout the level, which is really cool. I like that. The one thing I will say about this is that this definitely falls into that category of this could theoretically exist in CC1. And I don't want, I really don't want that to inform the rating I give it. So, but I wouldn't be, like, mad if this was submitted for and voted upon in CC2LP1. Because you know what? Either way... I'm going to go ahead and declare it solved, because we were right there at the end. But I was about to say, either way, it's getting a 5. And that's still true, even though I died at the end. That was my fault, because my keystroking is apparently bad, so... Alright, we got around is the next level. Alright, so that we just went around all those teleports. Cool. Alright, go through all this. Apparently need to be Melinda to get in there. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like a chip-only section. Let's just go and open that. Get there. Let's go ahead and get this. Activate our Melinda powers. So it looks like I'm going to have to take a block across that, aren't I? Alright, let's do it, I guess. This feels really scary going through here. Yeah, that's a little questionable. Is that really what we're supposed to be doing? Yeah, that's a little iffy. I guess we can just pull it. Maybe that's the idea. Okay, that's not as bad. I thought we had to push it, which is a little bit of a different story. Oh, I need to be chipped to do that. Pretty fun little easy level, though. I like it. I can dig it. It's not really my thing, I will say. but at least for voting for the set, but I like what it's doing at least. It's not the best version of this, but I'll give it a 2. Alright, so that's getting a 2, and then now we've got, oh no, on ho! That's a title. Oh man. I wanted so badly oh whoops. Why did that have to exist? I wanted so badly to say oh ho because of the CCLP3 level, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a reference to that. I mean, oh no is definitely an on ho or phrases that exist independent of all that, but okay, that didn't really help. I guess we just keep going. I guess that's the on ho aspect here of this. Okay, so this seems to be pretty much just walking straight forward with nothing else going on. I'm going to leave this here. I don't know if that's really going to help or anything, but this is definitely a space-filling map, I will say that. So we got a yellow key next. There's some random walkers up there. That's pretty cool. Do you really need a hint for this? I mean, if it's just walking to the exit, then not really. The only decision we've had so far is that teleport. Okay, so this is just walking back. Oh, hi. I did not mean to do that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so far this seems to be just walking around and changing boots and stuff, and if that's all it is, then I'm probably not going to give this a very high rating at all. The other issue I have with something like this is that there's just so much space being taken up when there really doesn't need to be, and I think I've gone on at length about that plenty of times now, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but let's keep going and hope we can move forward here. I like that sound that Chip makes whenever he walks on forest floors or ice. It has this very shiny noise to it, like tick 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 tick, like you're polishing something almost. Not that polishing makes a ticking noise, but you know what I mean. Okay. Now, were we supposed to get out of the path over here, I wonder? That leads there, so probably not. Here? Ah. Oh no. That's just gonna lead there. I guess that's the oh no part, so now let's go on ho. I shouldn't have deviated from the path, guys. I should have just kept on going and not questioned it. Whoops. I'm playing left-handed while I check something on my phone. Alright, this is not going bad for simultaneously looking at your phone and playing with your left hand. I'm not even going to worry about letting the flippers go there. In fact, I'm not even going to worry about getting those because we're going to come right back for them. Alright, let's try to not fail at this anymore. I really hope none of these green walls are real, by the way. Please let that not be the case, because that would be really mean. I'm assuming this is here for aesthetics, because everything in this level is very saturated from an aesthetic perspective. So that would make sense. So, I guess we'll find out. Still don't know what's up with that fireball, if anything. Or is that just there just to be something mean? Alright, let's get rid of that. Move on. Okay, am I supposed to go up through the teleport? I don't think so, because that leads to water, which is death. Alright, so now I've got all the chips, which is good. Alright. Here's this part. And that's it. So it really was just walking to the exit. And because of that, it's getting a 1. Alright. Chips blunder. Whoop, that was a blunder. Oh my, okay, how do we get out of this? There we go. Take it I have to come back here with skates later. That's gonna be a thing. Okay. This is a very blue level. Like, very blue. Okay, here's our skates. I hate the fact that we have to go back and forth like this. That's a little frustrating. That already makes me kind of not like the level. But while we're doing it, I can see on the outside what's awaiting us. I see there's ice blocks and blue keys, so basically more blue things. Okay, that timing is seriously annoying. Not really a fan of that. That's... yeah. Alright, so now we have to make the trek out to get the boots and then come back. Yay. So this is interesting. There's 2 sockets here. I don't know. Did we just lock ourselves into the top route there? Hopefully not. Or do you have to carry those over? Maybe you have to carry them over. I'm trying to get a glimpse there. Yeah, I think you have to carry them over to the top, so I think we're fine. Why'd I go that direction? That was really stupid. Let's not do that again. Go around this whole deal. The blue checkerboard thing, I don't know if I'm the only one who's making this association or not, but I certainly haven't heard anyone else in the CC community mention this yet. But I will say the one thing that reminds me of is Super Monkey Ball, with all of its checkerboard patterned floors and everything. Does anyone else think of Super Monkey Ball when they see that? I know that game came after this, but that is so annoying. Why do we have to... ugh, that timing. That timing is knocking the level down a few points already. But then on top of this, you have this repetitive going out here and then coming back and then... ugh. Really? Like, is this really necessary? I feel like you should start the level in... if not that the level would be great just by doing this, but if anything, give Chip stuff at the beginning, or have Chip be Melinda instead. Just use Melinda in the level and not worry about skates at all. Like, why worry about skates? Like, this feels like unnecessary padding. And it tells me that the designer couldn't really think of anything more to make the level more fun. And so there's just all this stuff that just takes up time. And then it's accentuated by this thing over here, which requires this unbelievably precise timing. Okay, there, finally. Okay, that part doesn't seem as bad. It's this horizontal stuff that's a little iffy for me. I mean, maybe it's exactly the same timing, I don't know, but it feels like going vertical is not as bad, or maybe that's just my eyes tricking me or something. So I need 2 blue keys to exit. That seems to be the... what's going on here. Alright, let's take a look at what we're dealing with. Oh, so I could go either way. That's good to know. Okay, so... how far are we? So I could theoretically do this. I was going to take both, but then I realized I can't slide both back and expect to make it out alive. So that's frustrating. And I also can't take both of the blocks here in any sort of capacity, so that's frustrating. But yeah, it looks like you go into each corner and you get a key. And you could then exit on any corner. That's nice, at least. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm not particularly a fan of this level. It's very much a long level, and I feel like the one thing that it is trying to do is make everything blue, which is... I feel like that's an idea that we've seen plenty of already. And now we begin this process. It wouldn't be as bad if the little notch up here to turn the blocks was not limited to just that. But that's the case, apparently, for some reason. Excuse me. Alright. So we go in, get this key, and we exit. That is getting a 1. I'm sorry to whoever designed that, but that's getting a 1. Alright, Hyacinth. Okay, there's a secret eye there. I guess that just lets us see that there's chips under all these. So, just push these? I see one potential problem here, and that has to do with the way these can get stuck, potentially. Which is a very interesting conundrum. Huh. I am honestly intrigued by this level. This is a concept, guys. This is a really interesting concept. Yeah, okay. Let's put you there. I'm just trying to get these out of the way if I can. Like, I can totally do that. That's fine. I can do that. I like how you can just push them back like that. Oh, and that's it. Okay, well, that was remarkably easy. I like the way that worked. I'm not sure what to rate that, though, because on one hand, I felt like the level was trying to be harder than it actually was, but maybe I just recognized all the pitfalls and because of the small size, and so therefore it wasn't as bad as it was potentially going to be. So I don't know what to think of that. Like, it was really cool as an idea, and I like the fact that it used the helmet in a way that didn't involve monsters, because that's always interesting. Yeah, I don't know exactly what to think about it. Maybe if it was a little bigger, just a tiny bit, not like even that much, it would have been better. I'm going to give it a 4. I'm going to give that one a 4. Alright, Monster Science Theater 3000. That was the name of a level Tyler made, isn't it? Okay, so this goes here. Oh, that ball's not coming out here. Okay, that's a relief. So all I need to do is just push... Wait a minute. How do I get you up there? I could do this, but then you're stuck, and that's not ideal. And there's nothing going on there, so that's not doing anything, and yeah. What on earth do you do with this? Hang on a sec. The block can't go through here, can it? Yeah, what am I missing? There's something I'm missing. I know there is. There has to be. Do I have to get the... I have to get the fireball in. I see. Oh, I have to actually push it while it's... Alright. Okay, good thing I got out of there before it came through. Oh. Except that's not a good thing because I need to actually get out. Oh, that's what the little room at the bottom is for. Oh. Okay, guys. I get it. I get it. It's not as bad as I was thinking. I just need to stop being a complete doofus here. There we go. So now I push this onto the button. That's a really cool opening puzzle. I like that. Alright, so what do we have next? We got more monsters. Thankfully you can see where these buttons are connected, which is nice. Unfortunately, you can't see where these things are facing, which is less than ideal. Although, wait a minute. No, we're not actually releasing the fireballs. We're releasing teeth, aren't we? Yeah. So hang on a sec. Before we do that, I need a blue key, apparently, which is down there. Hang on a sec. I can release one of the gliders, which is fine. But then the second glider could be a bit of an issue. Except, no, it's not. There we go. Just gotta be careful with the timing. Alright. We don't have a lot of time here, so I need to get a move on. Now, do I need to use the teeth to get that other teeth out? I mean, I think the answer is yes, because if I don't, then that teeth's gonna drown. No! I did not mean to step on that. Ugh, yeah. I keep forgetting all these things are technically hazards. It's not every day you see a level with traps and monsters in them as the functioning walls, basically, or acting walls. Okay, I forgot. I almost forgot to actually send them up there. I was busy trying to get this thing to the button. Alright, there we go. Okay, we're back on track. Let's go over here. So, first things first, let's take care of this glider bit here. Why'd I do that? I hesitated again. That's why. I don't know what it is with me. Like, I am so bad at the whole dodging monsters that are coming toward you thing. Like, even in real life, when a big basketball or something is headed for my face, I just freeze. Like, I don't actually react very well to that. Whoops, and I totally botched that. There we go. Okay. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is a port of a CC1 level that Tyler made way back in the day. It's actually not a recent level. Because I remember a lot of this stuff. Except in that level, you didn't really know where any of the traps were, which made it a little hard to read. So I'm glad that it got ported to CC2, if for no other reason than the use of pink buttons. Okay, I'm not sure why I didn't go into the gravel. Like, why didn't I go into the gravel? That feels weird to me that I didn't do that. I have no idea why I didn't do that, guys. But hey, that's how I roll, right? Making silly mistakes like always. Okay, do that. Go over here. We only have a few levels left for this video too, so hopefully we'll be done without too many more problems. Okay, go in here. I guess I could just do both the gliders. I shouldn't have spoken too soon. That's what happens when you say things too soon, kids. You may end up doing silly things like that. I really do like how this opening section forces you to use the entirety of all the space. That's pretty cool. Okay, I just need to be really careful with this. I keep thinking that glider is going to come out and chase me, but it's not. Okay. Yay, okay, go up here, not do what we did before. Oh, now this is interesting. We have a section here that actually uses some CC2 stuff. Okay, so you can actually swivel. That's right, you can use swivels. Alright, where's this going? That's going to connect to that. So somehow I need to hold that down or something. This ball is going to connect, or is going to be released from that. Now, is the ball going to go into the trap or not? I'm really lost as to how that's going to work. Let's just... Is there any harm in releasing that? I don't know. Hoping that wasn't a bad idea. Okay, it wasn't. What? I am so lost with what happened there. What? Apparently I misread something. Let's do this again. Yeah, I don't know what I missed there. I'm trying to think about what I could have overlooked. What was that? I will say I'm a big fan of how this level is using the CC2 elements in conjunction with the existing design. If this is indeed the one I was thinking of. Okay. Good. So I still can't really do anything with this, to the best of my knowledge, and... Yeah, I don't see what I did wrong here. What was the deal with this? Like, what... What? I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Okay, so I exited right out of that teleport, right? Is there a monster that's trying to go through there? I wish I could see what I'm doing wrong. Like, I wish I could come up with an explanation for what's going on there, but I seriously cannot. That is so frustrating. That is seriously really frustrating, and I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, whoops, there I go again, getting ahead of myself. Oh, man. I think I'm getting kind of toward the end of my high point here tonight, guys. I've been going on for a little while now. Like I guess it's only been a couple of hours, but still. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I have to wait for it to go around the horn again. There we go. I still really like this opening room a lot. Alright, we'll get back to that teleport area, and then we'll try to figure out what's what. Alright, what did we miss, is the question. Like, what is it that we're not seeing here? I like how there's a bonus there. That's pretty clever. I wonder how you can get that. Okay, so we go in here, right? There's a bunch of things there. So what is it that's causing us to die when we leave? Because I am not seeing it. I am seriously not seeing what it is that's a problem with that. The other thing, too, is what exactly are we trying to do? Because the ball is being released. Does it have to do with the ball being on the... Well, no, because the ball wasn't on the railroads last time we were doing this anyway, so... Okay, let's just see this here. Okay, so it goes back through there. So what's the deal with this? Like, what are we missing, is what I'm wondering about. Like, what is it that we're not seeing? Because I'm honestly lost as to what it is we're not doing correctly here. I still don't see what the issue was with the teleport, so that's a thing that we haven't really resolved yet. I mean... I see that we could go through the teleport. That's all I see. And that's kind of it. There's also that teleport over there. Is that the problem? That's the problem, isn't it? 'Cause it's trying to exit me onto that. So why am I not dying up there instead? That's what I'd be curious to find out about. Why am I not dying up there? Why am I exiting down here? That is so weird. So that must be what's going on. I still don't understand how that even works, but that must be what's going on. Huh. Still don't have an answer for how to get this block out. I see... Oh, wait a minute. I can slip through this. There we go. Okay. So how do we make this work for us? I see that we could use this, and then... Is the idea that we'd go and push the block through there? That would kind of make sense, right? Oh, wait. No. I just realized that that was bad. What we want to do is have it go the other way. I want to get it pushed inside. The question is, how do I make that work? Also, it may be too late to salvage it now. Yeah, I think it is. Let's start over. I see what we're supposed to do now. I missed the fact that we could even get through the bugs in time. That was silly of me to miss that. I'm sorry for that. I'm sure that looked really obvious to most of you who are watching. Oh man, my voice is going out. Let's, I did that again. I did it again. This is the level of the video that's serving as the frustration climax here, it seems. I'm sure we're just getting started with that, considering we have, what is it, 6 levels after this? Yeah, 6. I feel like these final stretches on these videos can easily turn into Frustration City if you're not careful. And why did I go all the way down there? I don't know why I went... Why'd I hit the button there? My finger just hit the key, like it just nicked it when I was trying to stretch, and then that happened. Wow. That is like the worst. Okay. I like the kind of checkerboard, not checkerboard, but the diagonal pattern with these monsters and the traps. That's pretty cool, the way that works. I'd be curious to see... Yeah, the monsters that you use are a part of that pattern. That is really cool, the way that works out. I love the way that works. Like, these teeth are in that line, which is pretty amazing. Okay, now that I know we can do this, let's go through here. Okay. So what exactly are we trying to do here? Are we trying to... I'm assuming we're just trying to get the block in there. Alright, so that should do it, I think. Yay, alright, good. So, what are we doing here? That's going to release that fireball, which will then come down. Are we supposed to use that? I'm assuming yes, based on what I'm seeing here. Does that stop the cloning? I don't think it did. Alright, I think we just need to go through and do it. Oh, that made it go up. Oh, okay. Okay. So after I get that 10 flag... Okay, I need to be really cautious about the way I'm going to do this. That's when I need to go through there. Yeah, because it's going to hit the thing twice. Okay, I see how this is going to work. This is a little tricky. Okay, good. Got it. I take it we did the right thing with this, but... But wait, it hit it again, didn't it? No, it didn't. So wait, that was 4 presses, right? I think it was. Wait, does it matter? Because the bugs are basically doing that same thing, aren't they? I guess we're ultimately trying to get them out of here, so let's focus on that first. What? Oh, were they cloning Paramecia? I forgot they were cloning Paramecia. I think I would like this level a little more if there wasn't as much visual clutter in it, because that's really hampering my enjoyment of it. I like the level. I don't dislike it. It's just that it's got so much going on that the actual puzzle stuff feels lost in the shuffle almost. And that's, to me, that's really frustrating. Because there's so much good stuff here. I love the way the monsters are used. I love the way that they fit into this visual pattern with the traps. Like, that's neat. I just wish all this stuff didn't get buried in all that noise. That visual noise, if that makes sense. Because what's here is genuinely a really fun and interesting level with some interesting concepts. So it's a shame that so much of this feels like it's just kind of caught up in the middle of all this stuff going on, you know? Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of how it feels. Okay. So let's do our trick here again. I really like the way that works. That's pretty neat. Okay, so now we know that pressing that button is pretty much inconsequential. The real challenge is making sure that you get the tank facing the right direction here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so don't collide with the Paramecium. That could be really bad. There we go. I wanted to see if there was... Okay, I don't think I can do anything with this anymore. Yeah, pretty sure that's stuck. So let's go through here, now that we can. So what was cloning? Oh, there it is. It's right there. I like how that fits into the pattern, too. So I don't know where these are going. That kind of concerns me a little bit. Are those connected to blob traps here? Because I think they are. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll just wait for that to come on through. Come on, guys. I guess I should hide on that upper one. Can you guys move to the bottom? Because that would be amazing. Like, go down to the bottom. Oh, now you're all here. Okay, there we go. So, I can just get into any one of these now, right? Okay, that part, I guess you could just go into the bottom one, but the top one is definitely a bit of a risky proposition. Alright, so... Take it this doesn't matter. Okay, good. Okay, what are we doing here? That's apparently going to release a... What? A walker. Which is then going to clone stuff and... What? I don't understand how that works. Oh, it's cloning up. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it was cloning right. I see the direction of the arrow, and I got so turned around there. I didn't pay attention to the direction of the clone machine arrow. That's what I really should be looking at. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Alright, so that's just a matter of going down and... Well, wait a minute. What is that going to release? Probably that walker, isn't it? Because that's the closest thing in reading order. Or reverse read. Well, the trap is in reading order. The button's not. So let's block that up. Yeah. Okay, that's good. At least we caught it. Okay, I don't think I need to worry about anything here, do I? Okay, so that was MST3K. Wow, I think I'm going to give this a 3. Because the level itself has some neat ideas. I just feel like they just got caught up in so much other stuff. I don't know. I'm going to give it a 3 because I like it, but I'm kind of indifferent about it. And that's kind of a rather awkward feeling to have. Alright, let's move on to Oh Dam. Are we going to build a dam? Oh no, the dam is broken and the town will be flooded. Save us, Chip! Press the left button to speed up the countdown. Oh wow, okay, so you can speed up this countdown thing. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, so there's this whole blockade here. I guess this is the dam. Are we supposed to fill up this water part? Is that what's going on? What are we doing exactly? That's probably what we should ask first. Also, how do we... Oh, wait a minute. I probably need to do something like... No? Can I drop something that would... No, I can't drop that. Hang on. There's obviously something I'm missing here. Thankfully, the speed boots feel like a nice reprieve. I don't understand the yellow teleport thing, though. And also, what is the point of getting... the tanks and teeth and... What? What? I take it we're gonna see what... Oh no. Is that... Okay, good. The teeth don't go into the thing. See, if I could just get these yellow teleports unblocked or whatever, that would be helpful. Okay, so I need to figure out, first of all, how am I supposed to get... Because I can't position this, like, there and expect that to work, because that's just going to go back. Is there, like, another thing I can use? Oh, I can use this. I can use this. There we go. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do that. Okay. So now I need to figure out a way to get the tanks into... Well, no, the tanks aren't going to do anything. What am I thinking here? Okay, what are we doing, first of all? We had yellow teleports. Like, I feel like the sky is kind of the limit right now. I guess I'm just not seeing where are we supposed to manufacture a bunch of blocks. Or are we supposed to? The issue I'm seeing here is that I don't think I can use a bowling ball. Well, even if I could, why would I want to use a bowling ball? Okay, let's do this again, because this seems to be the first step toward gaining control over the yellow teleports. And not that. This. What we were doing before. So the whole conceit of this level seems to be that if you can block up the dam here, then you will be able to hold back whatever's coming. The problem I'm seeing with this is I don't know how you can mass produce blocks to make that happen. I don't see it, I guess. Unless I'm just missing it, because I have to go across that railroad thing. Right, I have to go across this in order to release or turn the things back. I don't get it. Because I have to wait for the toggles to switch, right? Or for that to be pressed, at least. Am I just, like, really missing something here? Oh, you know what? I just realized something. What if I'm supposed to, like, destroy that, and then do that? There we go. So I can do that. I didn't realize that was possible. So if I just... I have an idea. What if we do this? This would be amazing. Not that. Oh man, if this works, this would be amazing if this worked. Although I'm afraid that time's about to run out, which is not good. But I think this is the idea, right? You're supposed to just... Yeah. I think, yeah, there are the gliders. Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing a preview of this level, and I remember there was, like, a bunch of gliders at the bottom and stuff, and things happened. See, I think we were on the right track, though. I would be really curious, though, to see what the intended... Or no, wait a minute. I need to make sure that this is here so I can actually fish this out. Okay, so we'll do this. Drop you, right? I need to make sure I don't actually lose the speed boots, because that's kind of important. Yay! Block it up. Okay, I think that's good. How are we doing? Okay, that's really good. We've got like 3 more, so... So if I'm correct, I think what we're supposed to do here is... I think we were just too fast with it earlier. Okay, there we go. So do we just wait for the oncoming storm here? Let's just see what happens. I feel like this is the correct solution, though, because the gliders are going to get stuck on the railroads or die in the fire if it's like a constant cloning stream. Come on, open the floodgates. Psst, hey. Floodgates, guys. I like how the ticks are exactly on the second. Like, listen to the bunk, bunk. Okay, come on. You know you want to. Here we go. That sounds promising. There they are. Okay, good. So now I can just get everything. No problem at all. I don't even have to use the keys, do I? That's pretty cool. I mean, I guess if you were optimizing, you could theoretically do some of this while you were waiting. And hope you didn't get to incur the wrath of the green bombs while doing so. Alright, so now I can... Oh, I have access to all this now. Oh. This is a little unfortunate. I'm not going to worry about that. But I'm curious to know if you can go down there. That'd be interesting. Seems like you could. Oh well, I'm just going to exit. That was a lot of fun. I liked that. I'm going to give that... I'm going to give it a 3 because, again, I feel like there wasn't a whole lot going on there. But it felt more like, here's a neat concept and, you know, something that you could just play around with. But that was kind of all it went towards, so... But a neat idea, though. Anyway, teleport convolution. Uh-oh, that sounds like something complicated. Okay, first of all... Okay, good, that's there. So what are we supposed to do with this? Are we supposed to partial post this? What's going on here? I see we've also got some bonus things. There's also a yellow key there, which is interesting. Now here's the question. Can I do that and then push this down and then, yes, I can get it back. I wish you could see that beforehand, but oh well. It's not a big deal, I guess. I don't think we can get to that yellow key from here. Now, can I get in here? Apparently I can. I'm getting the distinct impression I was supposed to bring the yellow teleport with me. And do something with it. Yeah. So that's the ending area. Problem I'm seeing with this so far is that... Okay, I'm just trying to see here. So I could theoretically just go across here and do this. So that is possible. There's nothing blocking me from that. So now I go back through here, get that. So this is a turnaround point for a block, is it? So far the issue I'm seeing with this is I don't think I can really retrieve this and get out unless there's like a third yellow teleport, right? So I think I was really supposed to push this in first, and then get this in and out, and then do the other stuff. That seems to be what's going on here. Right? Is that pretty reasonable to assume? Let's do this first, because I really want to get that blue key next. So here's my question. What exactly does the blue key accomplish? Because going through this whole deal here, I'm not entirely certain what we're doing. I mean, providing we actually needed all the blocks where we used them, right? It feels like you're supposed to get this bug into the bomb, but I'm not seeing how you would, honestly. The bug would just pick up the yellow teleport and erase it, so that's not going to work. Yeah, I'm not understanding that part of it. What in the world are we doing with this? I feel like this is meant to be easy, and it's not. I can almost understand, again, if there are 3 yellow teleports, because what I'm thinking here is, you really want to get this one that's in the bottom out of here, right? But I can't get it out of here unless... Well, wait a minute. Is there a way I can go once through... Maybe there is if there's like a one-time place to put this down on. I'm just going to assume that this opening sequence is correct. So, thought process. I approached the yellow teleport from, like, let's say if it was a pop-up wall beneath it. I know that this doesn't exist in any form we've seen yet, but let's say that that did exist. Let's say there was indeed a pop-up wall. I then go up, and then I could go back down through it, pick up the yellow teleport in the first room, position it somewhere else, then I could then exit, you know, the other way that's not blocked. Like a non-down direction. Does that make sense? So my question is, where does that even exist here? Honestly, this feels really complicated. I'm not seeing what you're supposed to do with this, like, at all. Where would you approach a yellow teleport? Unless, hang on, I might see it. It could involve using the blocks. Positioning, yeah, I see it. Okay, so what you do is you do this. Yeah. So if I go here, I can position you so I can do that. Is that the play? Yeah. Okay. That's... I don't know what to think of that. That's cool if that was like all that was happening. But I'm a little concerned... Whoops. Thank you for freezing at a spot that didn't kill me there. I'm a little concerned that the actual rest of the level is going to involve something far more convoluted than that. And now I just realized I didn't really set myself up to position it in a place where it would be constructive. So let's run down a theoretical kind of look into, here's what you could use this for. So let's say we position the bug, or the teleport here where the bug can get to it, right? If we do that, is it just a matter of racing over to, let's say, this spot? Let's say it goes left, and then it goes around the first room, and then ends up here and then destroys that? Like, would that be how you would use it? Because I don't know. I also feel like there's this whole thing going on here with this block and some stuff I'm not sure I understand quite yet. Yellow teleports are just really awkward. Let's just leave it at that. I'm not sure what I think of this. Also, are you not supposed to get the chips? Apparently you're not supposed to get the chips. Now that's interesting. Let me look at that again. Oh. So that's what necessitates the blue key. I see. Okay, so that's how you would... Interesting. Okay, so I do need 3 blocks to extract it, but... Still, that is a fascinating opening sequence. I will say that. That is a very interesting one. Let me just try my theory. I'm just curious to know if this works the way I'm thinking it works. So... Well, let's put it there. But the idea is basically that. I'm glad we're Melinda, not Chip, because these ice areas would be a little harder to navigate with that as a thing to think about. Sliding and all that stuff. Thankfully, it's just the blocks you have to think about sliding, for the most part. The level's pretty contained as well, so... Yeah, I don't know. This is a curious one. I'm also assuming, maybe wrongfully so, but I'm thinking that you're supposed to... There we go. So now I can avoid that chip. I should have known something was up when I saw more than one chip was here. Okay. Now comes the interesting part. I'm supposed to get this essentially untethered, right? Like, my issue here that I'm seeing is that there's really not a wall that I can bounce anything off of anymore. And it's making me wonder if maybe I made a mistake with this. Did I make a mistake with this? The issue I'm seeing with this is that if I go here, I'm basically confining myself, aren't I? Like, if I leave the thing here, there's no way I can really retrieve this teleport without exiting up out of it. I guess that's what you'd have to do, isn't it? Let me try this. This feels like it's a bad idea. Okay, so let's leave you there. There. Okay. That seems a little awfully specific, but I guess it works. So now the thing I need to figure out is how are we going to navigate this thing where we need it to be? I mean, I see one possibility here. The problem with putting it here... Wait, no, I see how we can make it work, I think. Like that. And then we go do this. Then we do that. Okay. So that's fairly simple. Okay, I see there's another puzzle up here. I take it that's... Oh, jeez, that's a thing, isn't it? I'm not going to worry about that. I'm glad that there's a bonus, though, that makes the 1,000 that's easy to get even more worth it. But yeah, interesting level. I'm not a fan of the whole concept of like I have to press a different direction to exit out of the teleport. There was that one level, I forget which one it was. I think it was Battle Boots, was it? That's actually told you that that's a behavior that you can exploit. This level doesn't even give you any hint toward that. Um, I hate to keep reusing this rating, but I'm gonna have to give this a 3. Like, there's a lot I liked about this. I like the fact that it wasn't long. That was nice. But I feel like it required a little much of the player for what it was, which is a really awkward feeling. So we're going to leave it at 1. Okay, Warzone. What on earth is this madness? Okay. I see we've got yellow teleports madness here. Okay. I can't actually do anything with these, can I? Am I supposed to partial post this? Question mark? I feel like I was supposed to, but then I messed that up by pushing it up too soon. Let's redo this. So if I go here, push you up, then push this to the right, and then, yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. I see your little trick there. Okay. I see we've got also some madness going on over here. Hang on a sec. Let me drop that. Okay, that's not exactly hard to get. I could just drop this stuff. Is there supposed to be some use of the yellow teleports here, or am I just missing it? What am I not seeing here, guys? I'm obviously missing something. I think I am supposed to use the yellow teleports. But not like that. Oh, man. Okay. What an interesting little design here. It's pretty fascinating. Okay, so we know that we're supposed to use the hook somehow. But I think what we're really supposed to do is something like this. Problem, though. Yeah, I have to go around, don't I? Or do this. I could just go and pull the stuff there. I think I'm trying to get to that button. That seems to be the play here. I'm trying to get to the button. Let's leave the hook there because I don't want to get anything stolen. Get the bonuses that are really nice and simple to get. Okay, and then we just do this. So that's actually not too hard. What are we doing? Oh, there we go. I'm a little concerned about this, guys. What are we trying to reach here? I'm really confused with what we're trying to even reach. Okay, so that's a thing that exists. Okay, there's also this bug. What is going on with that? And is that somehow important in some way I'm not seeing? I see that I can push some blocks if I exit down through here, so let's do it, I guess. I guess the bug just circles around anyway, so not exactly a huge deal, if you ask me. Oh, hi. Hi, red keys. I guess we're trying to get down there? Is that the play? I am so confused with what we're trying to do with this section. I'm trying to blow this up, right? So in order to do that, I have to come from here. That would make the most sense. So what can we do toward that end? Okay, I see it. I'm supposed to do this. Let's just get as many of these as we can. Okay, that's actually pretty simple. Okay. Just need to be on our guard here. Okay, so apparently I need to... Oh, hi. Hi, bonuses. I got my hook taken away from me, which might not have been the best idea. No, I couldn't have used the hook. Guys, I'm really hoping this is correct. Like, really hoping. I think this is all I can do, though. Yeah. Okay, that was cool. I liked that. Okay, so this is just going to turn into a random thing. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I'm worried that if you get a teeth, you might make the level unsolvable, depending. That was interesting. It felt like a weird jumble of stuff. I'm going to give it a 2. Alright, let's see what we got next. Sponge Blob. Oh boy. That's okay. Let's get out of that. So this is going to be interesting. This is kind of like Problems in a way. You got this thing spreading around and you have to race to get all the chips. Okay. I can kind of dig that. Not exactly my favorite trope, but I can't deny the fact that I made a level based on this, so who am I to complain, right? Also, I've already pretty much ruined this. Let's try to get everything within all this space before it gets ruined. Anything, so one thing I'm noticing about this is that any chip that's isolated is kind of a bit of a liability. Because these chips that are in clusters can be safeguarded against the slime spread more in a lot of ways. Whereas some of these one-offs, it's like if you have something there, it's almost more of a problem than the stuff that's not a one-off. Like, does that make sense? I don't know if it does, but... Because if you get that's completely surrounded, it's a lot harder to dig that out with the blocks. Oh no, there's stuff in here as well? Are you kidding me? Of course there is. Alright, let's leave those alone, because honestly this part is the scary part. The corners and whatnot. Okay, that's all I can really do with that. I can't actually use that anymore. Okay, what's the damage here? It's only like one blob that it really takes to wreak all this havoc, too. That's what's scary. It's like, you think that that's not really that much of a problem, and then when it does become a problem, it's like, woof. Oh no. There's one chip left. Are you serious? Alright, where are you? Also, I don't think I can get that out. Can I? I should have actually looked at that before I leapt. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. Okay. How fitting that this level is at 23, the spot of Blobnet in the original Chips Challenge. That's pretty neat. I will say, I don't think it's a bad level. I just think that this concept... it's simple enough that it needs to be well represented. Because it's easy to just throw down a level with a bunch of chips and blobs and call it good, which is kind of what I did when I made this. I will say mine was not nearly as strict as that one that Josh made, that's the walls are oozing slime or whatever it's called. Which, I guess that's not as strict, or wait, no. This level is probably not as strict as that, is it? I don't know, I kind of just want to move on to the next one. Like, I know what this involves. Do I really want to sit here and try to solve this? I'm not sure. That was kind of a bit of a reckless thing to do, but we love living on the edge, don't we? That's what we're all about here in the JB world. Except, probably not. Let's get all this stuff here. Okay, this is not that bad. Thankfully, these chips have kind of kept this blob at bay. So, I think saving the northeast for later is good. And, oh boy, that's a problem. Okay. Thankfully, we were able to salvage it. Now I just need to figure out how we can get all these other ones. Yay, we're almost at the end. I think we got it all, guys. I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Okay, so that was neat. I liked the idea. I feel like it was a little too unpredictable, maybe, considering the amount of things that could go wrong with it. But yeah, I'll give it a 2. It was fine, I guess. Alright, wormhole in the sun. Okay. This looks interesting. Oh, I've got a... Oh. Oh. Now that's interesting. So I'm Melinda and I can open up all these yellow doors. Which in turn means that I can place the yellow teleports here anywhere I want, right? That's pretty fascinating, honestly. Now the question is, where do I want to go with any of this? I think ultimately... Yeah, I see a couple of possibilities here. The first that comes to mind is that this one can go maybe down here. The problem with any of this is that I'm not sure how much leeway we really have. Because I could, you know, theoretically just say, hey, you know, I'm going to go this way. But then, you know, you go to another area, and then it ends up being a problem. Like this one here, I can just push left and... Well, hang on. The fact that they can change directions on the railroads has also thrown me off a bit. That's a bit of a wild card here. So if I push this here upwards, that's going to turn in such a way that it'll be facing right if it goes that way, which is not really what we want. So I feel like going this way with that is probably not the best idea. Probably. Now, contrary-wise, if I went this way, I could go left and down with it, which would be an interesting little twist. The one I'm just worried about is this one here. Maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking. Maybe it's just as simple as getting one of these blocks over. But I worry about that for a few reasons. Yeah, this is definitely interesting. I don't know what I think of this yet. It's fascinating, for sure. Okay, I see a way that you could take this one, I think. No, you can't, because you can't go left. Man, okay. That's not good. So I can't go left with you. I just want to find a place where I can pull it up, which I think would be over there. So if I can pull it up, there's nothing preventing me from just putting a yellow teleport here. Or sorry, here. And then let's just try this. I did not mean to do that, but hopefully that's fine. Okay, I didn't mean to cycle through all my inventory stuff here, but oh well. So that's one of the, I would say one of the harder ones done. This one here I think is going to be easy, this one there. This one here I think can be the same. Although, wait a minute. Will it? Yeah, with the railroad sign we can make that work. I'm going to leave the helmet behind. I don't see any reason for that, famous last words. But at this point, the wild card in the midst of all this is this. This is the one right here that I'm not sure what we're supposed to make of it. I really want to get it over to a spot, like position that there, and then maybe position this over here. This feels really weird, but let's give it a shot. Yeah, so now it's facing there. I have no idea if that's even close to correct. But maybe it is? Question mark? Oh, maybe not, because now I can't even... Okay, well that was dumb. Let's not do that ever again. Yeah, that's probably not the best idea. Because now I can't position it anywhere with no... Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is fascinating because you've kind of got a correspondence puzzle going on with this level. You're having to figure out, like, what you can do with what, and where all that stuff can happen. And all of that's a very interesting thing to unravel. I'll just say that. It's a very interesting thing to unravel. So like this here, I feel like in some ways this is the hardest one, because you have to get something in that goes to the left. And right now there's only 2 blocks that are facing left, and there's not an easy spot. I say easy in kind of a blasé way, but I think you know what I mean when I say easy. There's not really like an approachable spot where that can happen. So you have to resort to other shenanigans to make it work, and you're doing that potentially at the cost of giving yourself space with which to make it function properly. So there's that issue as well. Now, I could theoretically use the railroads on the other blocks. I understand that. It's just, I'm hesitant to do it, first of all, because I feel like you're making the puzzle more complicated, but it might be required at the same time. So there's also that element to it. So then what do you do, right? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to consider. So, first of all, is there a place other than here? So what I'm thinking is that I need to get a block that's facing up and right, like this one, through here, and then push it to the left. That seems to be a pretty decent strategy for this one. Now, of course, the question is, I think it's going to have to be here. So it's kind of like what we did with it earlier, but we're going to go on a slightly different route. So let's work on this. Going to make sure I don't pull you in a in an unintended direction. Because if I do this, I'm effectively... Yeah, because I can do that. Let me lay the helmet down. I can effectively put this here. I think this is actually the hardest one. This block, because this seems to involve the most twists and turns to get anywhere. Of course, now I got to unravel where the location of this thing over here is all about. On the bottom left one. Yeah, so now I can do that, and now you can get in there. Okay, so that's done. That's good. That's really, really good. Yeah, let's lay that down. Okay. So now the next challenge is probably going to be this one. I probably shouldn't have been so hasty to pull it up like that, but I don't really see a whole lot of other space for this. Down here, at least. So this one's going to be an interesting one, because I feel like the challenge here is that we need to get something in place. Wait a minute. Can we, though? I don't know if we can. Yeah, because it's either going to go left or up, and the movement space for that is just right here. So we should actually look at this first. Where can this even go? Did we just ruin it by... I feel like we did. I think we ruined it by not going into a space that is very workable. Now the question is, can I hook a block through a teleport? Like if I'm on the other side of the teleport? I don't think so, but I don't want to say that because there's so much weird hook behavior in this game that I'm hesitant to make any commitments to anything at this point. Alright, we'll solve this. I'm just still stewing over what could possibly be the solution here. There's so much to consider. There's definitely some interlocking things going on with the blocks and the teleports and what directions they can go. And then it's kind of like a logic puzzle you have to figure out in reverse in a way. So it really is just a matter of doing what we did before here, right? I'm just going to continue assuming that this is correct. Let's just continue assuming that this is correct. And I'm not going to pull that up. I'm going to pull you. And then now let's go and rebuild all this. I'm going to leave the hook there because I do not want to mess this up like I did before. Whoops. There we go. That would have been a big problem. Okay, so we got that done. So this one in the lower right corner is my next big concern. So I could push it all the way to the left and then have it go here. And it's basically, it would accomplish the same thing, right? Like it would... Wait a minute. If I push it up and to the right, what does that afford us? Some stuff. That actually might be the solution. Let's try putting you there. Let's try putting this here. If we do this, I think the rest of the level is pretty easy. Yeah. So now I can go up here. Yeah, there we go. That was really simple. Okay, so now it's just a matter of getting these other two. And I want to say these other two are actually not that bad. Especially with the hook involved. Because all I need to do with this one is just go here. Get the hook. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I'm going to get rid of the helmet. I need this railroad thing. Yeah, I just do that. And this one is just a matter of going down here and pushing it there. Okay, so that ended up being a lot easier than I was thinking. I kind of wish the level was a little harder, honestly. I know it sounds weird to say that, but I kind of wish it was a little harder. There's a lot that you could work with in this tiny space without making it overwhelming. But I'm going to give it a 4. I do like the idea, and I like the way the yellow teleports were used. It reminded me of that level in the first pack that we've ever played that had the yellow teleports and the directional blocks. But I feel like this was more of a puzzle than that one was, and I like that. Okay, various hues of blue. It might be worth keeping an eye out for where teleports lead. Okay. Good to know. So we have some ice block action here. Okay, so far so good. I guess this last one we just do this on, right? Okay. Now what's over here? I'm kind of nervous to even step into that. And what does that tank button do? So the tank button opens that up. What? Oh, hi. Apparently that did something. I'm not sure what, though. Can I push? I can apparently go in here. Huh. I'm always nervous when it comes to using canopies, but... I suppose I could just... Well, no, I can't push anything there. But I can push things here. I think that's the idea. Okay, so... It seems like I'm supposed to use the... Okay, yeah, I gotcha. That's pretty clever. I like that. I'm assuming there's some kind of thing under the canopies that prevents the blocks from traveling on them, like maybe green walls or something. Okay, what do I do with this? I assume that that's cleared enough now that I can go through? No? Should be though, right? Like, it's just this top one is being a pest. Oh, I can just, duh, I can go through here. Okay. That was probably the most obvious thing in the world. Okay, I can just go up here. Nice. Oh, whoa, okay, no wonder it said watch where they lead. Okay. My bad. Alright, let's do this again. This time with a little less fail. Whoops, I forgot to... There we go. Okay, I really like this this tank thing. This is really cool, the way that works. So technically, I could just do this. I don't even have to keep switching them. I keep forgetting you have all this power with ice blocks. There we go. Okay, that was a lot faster than last time. Okay, there we go. I kind of wish the hint was there. Like, get out of the way, you know, instead of what we got, but oh well. Okay. Oh, hello. What have we here? I see we've got a... Okay. Yeah. I kind of get the picture. Sort of. Maybe. Okay, so if I get this out of the way... There we go. Do the teeth cloners there hold any significance at all? Oh. Oh, I was supposed to... Oh. I was supposed to only take one block through. Whoops. I was only supposed to take one block through. That was silly of me. I forgot I'm not Melinda and I can't just hug ice corners like that. Or hug ice tiles around a corner like that. Well, that was unfortunate. Let's try it again, though. We're almost there. Almost there, guys. Whoops. Do this. I'm curious to know what this last part's going to involve. Seems like there's something that clones once we finish that ice slide, and some other stuff happens. It's a nice blue level. Although I feel like we've had so many exceptional color-themed levels that this one kind of feels a... This one kind of feels a little bit less than some of those, but I mean that's just more the nature of voting than this level in particular. Alright, I do like this section. I feel like this is really clever the way it works out. Okay, if I can just get that glider trapped, the rest of this is actually not so bad. Now, did I just ruin this? I feel like I did. There we go. Alright, I really like that part. That part is cool. I also like the fact that you use the ice blocks to create water, and what did that do? Is this creating a... Ooh, it is creating a thing. Now, do we want to get everything here? I think the answer is yes. Now, here's the thing. How are we going to... Oh, wait, we're supposed to create a... Okay, I see. That's pretty clever and kind of scary, but... Oh, wait, I can just go there. Duh. I thought we were going to have to slide around the whole thing. That would have been really, really terrifying. Oh, man. Okay, do we go up here now? Yes. Okay, that was fun. I'm going to give that... I'm going to give it a 4. I found it enjoyable. I wouldn't mind seeing it in the final set. It used a lot of things really well. I don't understand the need for the canopies. Maybe there's some sort of canopy thing that allows blocks not to travel through, but also monsters. So like a combination of green wall and the and gravel, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I really liked that. That was fun. And next time, we're going to continue with Creature. Alright, those are things that we see quite a bit in the game. So until then, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves today. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell to get notified of the next video. But until then, take care, and I will catch you on the flip side.